Welcome to AC Milan, Beating the Best, episode 15 with Smoker and IR, and today we are going to finish the third season of this series. In the league, a very important game, and then an even more important game afterwards against Roma in the Champions League. This is, I believe, the quarterfinals of the Champions League. And they just absolutely smashed us at the end of last episode, 4-1. I have to put out a slightly weaker side. After all, the most important thing in this series is the Champions League. I desperately want to win the league. But we've got to focus on the Champions League. I'm nervous for this one. I'm very nervous for this one. Welcome today to the San Siro, where Inter Milan host AC Milan. Could Inter Milan play spoiler on AC's season here? Could they stop AC Milan from taking home the league title? Handanovic is in goal today, with De Vrij, Bastoni and Godin in the defence. In the holding midfield role today is Delaney. Across the main midfield is Asamoah, Parejo, Eriksson and Carmina. And the two main strikers are Icardi and Immobile. The AC Milan side, who are playing away today, they line up like this, with Gianluigi Donnarumma in the net. Across the back three, Mancini, Silva and Luis Felipe. In the holding midfield role it's Roman Zobnin. Across the main midfield is Bernat, Zaniolo, Nandez and Depay. With Leo in behind the main striker today, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. And we're underway here in Milan. Plays it up now to Mauro Icardi. Icardi taking it forwards, playing a ball through. Mancini cuts it out. Luis Felipe plays it down the line to Memphis Depay. Memphis Depay to run with it, maybe. Playing it up through to Rafael Leo. Zlatan's lagging behind. Leo might have to do this on his own. He's in the box. He cuts back onto his right foot. His left foot even. He shoots, but it's saved. Up to Memphis Depay, playing into Leo. Zaniolo looking for Ibra. Couldn't quite find him. Memphis Depay heads it back in. Leo. Ibra. Tries to take it round this man. He shoots and he scores! The right foot shot from the edge of the box. Just finds enough space to swing his foot at it. And Milan, AC Milan, are 1-0 up in this Serie A tie, in this Milan derby. Takes it. Pushes it where Godin can't get to it. Uses his strength just to keep him behind him, keep him out of the way. Tees himself up. And a great goal by Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Parejo, Immobile, looking towards... Oh, Icardi's tackled! Icardi's tackled! Donnarumma just about saves. Bastoni. Asamoah. Ibrahimovic intercepts. Plays it... Oh no, he's lost the ball, Ibrahimovic. Icardi now. Eriksson shoots from the edge of the box. It falls to Immobile. Donnarumma makes a save. Inter unlucky there not to score a goal. Landed to them just in the right place, which was a bit of luck, but Donnarumma just gets a foot to it. His reaction is very good. And another corner to the blue side of Milan. Eriksson. Parejo. I think there was an offside call there. Maybe. Yeah, it's been called back eventually. Now he's in Nandez. Up to Zaniolo. Looking for Rafael Leo. Leo's in the box. He turns and he shoots. Handanovic saves. Tips it past his left-hand post. It's a corner for AC Milan this time. Nicolo Zaniolo to put this corner in. Looking for Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Can't quite find him. But the referee does call half-time now. 1-0 to the away side to AC Milan. Looking at the stats in that first half, you'd probably presume that Inter Milan were the better side, and that might be the truth, but I think AC had the better of the chances when it came down to it, or they at least worked better chances. A few of Inter chances were a little bit fluky, a little bit lucky for the ball to fall to in that situation. Zaniolo, Zobnin, up to Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Zaniolo, Zlatan just waited to play that ball, and Zaniolo's in, and it's 2-0 to the Rossoneri. Nicely worked goal by AC Milan there. Zlatan just held up the ball as he needed to, waited for Zaniolo to make the run. Inter's defence didn't see it coming, or couldn't cover the run. A couple of players that should have probably done more to stop Zaniolo there. Thiago Silva challenges, gets it away. Roman Zobnin takes his time, allows some teammates to get a bit of a move on. Roman Zobnin takes it back. Nicolo Zaniolo. Rafael Leo. He's through now. Would this be three? Could this be three? Oh, he's just missed with his right foot. He puts it just past the right-hand post of Handanovic. His left-hand side. Cucurella, Rebic and Edouard coming on for Depay, Zaniolo and Ibrahimovic. Icardi played back to Eriksson. Eriksson shoots. Donnarumma saves. He had all the time in the world to see that coming and get himself set for it. Corner here from Inter Milan. Carmina to put the ball in. Bernat heads away. Oh, it's still in the box though. Luis Felipe tried to pick this up. That might be a penalty. Penalty's given. Luis Felipe going in too hard. Yellow card anyway. This is very, very dangerous. Inter Milan likely to get a goal back and put it to 2-1 and put themselves back in this tie. Immobile steps up. He's going to go to the right. Oh, he's missed! He's missed! Entirely missed. A player of his calibre should be scoring from there. But it's still 2-0 to the away side here. Donnarumma to kick it long. Bernat carried it forward now through the attack. What can he do with it here? Plays it up to Nahis Hernandez, and Hernandez shoots! That was a blur of words, but Hernandez scored with his right peg. And if it wasn't already out of your minds, the game is definitely AC Milan's now. No doubt left. Little ball played on. It was under pressure, but it was enough to put it into the path of Nahis Hernandez. The defence weren't in the right place to stop him. Takes it in his right foot, blasts it to the far post, and Handanovic can't get there. This might be one of the last kicks here. Asamoah to put a corner in. Milan looking at the 1-3-0, unless this can come or something. Godin hits it straight against the AC Milan man. Asamoah was offside. This free kick will definitely be pretty much the end of the game. Mancini hits it very long. Past everybody, and that's it. It's over. AC Milan win 3-0 against their local rivals, their fierce city rivals. The league standings after that game are looking very, very nice indeed. One more game played than Juve. However, it's very, very rosy looking that. Juve, as probably expected, did win their game against Leeds there 2-0. It's going to get a bit dicey for us. We're in every competition still. Every competition we could be in. The Champions League, the Coppa Italia, and obviously we're competing at the top of the league and we're not really clear of Juve, so we can't put weaker sides out on a frequent basis. Two tired players in the defence, or Luis Felipe at the very least, might be a bit of a dangerous one. I think I've made the right decision in my selection. It's just about how we're playing the pitch now. I don't think I could have really done much different. Welcome today to the Stadio Olimpico for this Champions League tie. Roma host AC Milan. And with our injuries, especially to Luka Jovic, this is going to be a difficult one. Roma line up like this. Paul Lopez is in the net. Across the back four is Santon, Sharp, Vida and Florenzi. In the midfield, Nakajima, Benacer, Cristante and Kluivert, with Lanzini in behind Schick. Benacer, of course, an AC Milan player on loan to Roma at the moment. AC Milan, they line up like this with Gianluigi Donnarumma in the net. Across their back three, they have Romagnoli, who, asked how were you apparently supposed to pronounce it, Romagnoli. Mancini and Luis Felipe with Tonali in the holding midfield role. Cucurella, Golovin, Kessie and Depay fill out the midfield, with Rebic in the main striker, and Edouard in just behind. We're off here. Florenzi to Vida. Florenzi, Benacer, Schick. Shot from the edge of the box, Donnarumma forced to make a save. Good shot, that has some good power on it. That's a corner with Ismail Benacer, the AC Milan loanee, taking it. Ball comes in, Kessier heads it away. Golovin playing it up to Ante Rebic. Can he do it at the end of this half? He chips the keeper and it's in! Ante Rebic with a chip goal over Paul Lopez to end the first half, putting Milan 1-0 ahead, and that's one away goal to the tally. Paul Lopez came out, Rebic showed the opportunity. He can be clinical, especially with those chips. Seems to be his specialty, especially this season. Great goal by the Croatian. Ante Rebic's first goal in the Champions League ends this first half. AC Milan going 1-0. It was a hard-fought half with action at both ends, but on the balance of play, AC Milan were the better side. A very tired Luis Felipe comes off, and on comes Silva at the half-time break, with Mancini moving out to the right-hand side and Silva taking the centre of the defence. Maybe a ball to Marc Cucurella here. What a ball it is as well. Romagnoli sets up a Milan attack from all the way back there. Cucurella puts a ball in, looking towards Ante Rebic. It's two! It's two! Wow! Wow, wow, wow. Romagnoli saw that space Cucurella was in. Cucurella let it run. Takes, I think, only about one touch to put the ball in, and Ante Rebic clouts it in. What a pass from Romagnoli. What a cross from Marc Cucurella. Cucurella takes two touches. From Romagnoli's pass, including that pass, there's only 4 touches between the very depths of Milan's half to the goal. Hudson Edouard. Tonali. Waits for Memphis to make a run. Tonali plays it up to Memphis Depay. Can Memphis Depay run onto this? Memphis looking very tight here. Gets it. Prays it in. Oh! It's gonna fall in. It's fallen in. I don't know who that came off. I think Golovin's trying to claim it. I'm pretty sure that'll be going down as an own goal. Milan are 3-0 ahead. Can you believe it? What actually happened there? Came off, I think, the number 3, the defender there. Paul Lopez came to punch it out, but it came straight against the man who was trying to get in there. Oh, did it come off Golovin there? It might have... Vida's clearance might have gone on to Golovin. And he might have ended up putting it in. That might be credited to Golovin, even though I'm not sure he had much to do with it. Yeah, Golovin's been given the goal. I'm not sure that's particularly fair, but I'm sure he'll be happy with it. Alexander Golovin, second goal in the Champions League. Memphis Depay comes off on that right-hand side, and on comes Rafael Leao to replace him. And he's to keep the ball, though. Rafael Leao, now in space, after losing his marker in an altercation. Played it back to Golovin. Oh, with a bit more power, that could have been a goal, but it was straight into the hands of Paul Lopez. Just set himself better, I think. Romagnoli heads it on. Tonali. Edouard. Rebic holds up the play. Golovin ends up falling to him after a bit of a bounce. Can't score. Paul Lopez saved, but it's still in play. Edouard plays it across, looking towards Golovin. Can't find him. Kessié heads it on. Leo. Tonali, edge of the box. Tries to get a shot in. Can't. Rebic playing up to Golovin. Back to Rebic. No, Cristante intercept. Maybe a shot could have come in there from Rebic from the edge of the box, but tried to play a pass unselfishly and lost his possession. Nakajima now on a counter-attack. Romagnoli's there. I think Milan have got enough men back now, but it's played back to the edge of the box. Benacer plays it into Schick. Donnarumma forced to make a save. Schick again! It's headed over the top. Donnarumma can't be there every time. Milan will be disappointed to concede that, but I can't say that Roma haven't had a good few opportunities. They deserve to lose this game, but going end of the game goalless would probably be a bit of an injustice. Donnarumma maybe could have done better there to get back to his feet quicker and react to that, but he's played well this match, so I'm not going to knock him too much. Rebic is moving back to the centre attacking midfield, soft centre forward role, and on comes the main man for Odson Edouard. It's Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Can he get a goal late in this game? Up to Zlatan Ibrahimovic, he turns on it, he's in the box here. Surely a foul. Surely a foul. Kessié heads it down, can't get it out of danger. It's Schick on the edge of the box, plays it into Kluivert. Was that onside? It might have been. Donnarumma. What? No! There's a yellow card here. Thiago Silva and a penalty's being given, and I don't know why. Roma are about to go 3-2. This incredible victory is just soured if they score this. Benacer, the AC Milan player, is going to go to the right-hand side. He does. Donnarumma just about saves with his feet. Dive on it, dive on it, dive on it. Oh no, no! Tonali heads it off the line. Pellegrini. No! How has that happened? Donnarumma needs to be getting up far faster. How did Tonali not get that? Oh, Donnarumma got a hand to it. Donnarumma pushed that into the net. Tonali was there. I can't believe that. Donnarumma scores a goal for us, essentially, against us. Pellegrini puts the match at 3-2, and it's going to end there. An unfortunate end to what was a very strong game for Milan. Winning this time, they've got one more away goal. Could have been a far higher margin. Now we've got a match versus Brescia. The bottom half of the league, so it's going to be a simulation, which makes me very, very nervous at this point. Donnarumma, Zobnin, Silva, Rodriguez, Biglia, Depay, Nandez, Zaniolo, Bernat, Silva and Ibrahimovic. Hopefully not too many of the subs are used. Hopefully we get a good result here. Lexal is playing on the bench today, so he has a chance of coming on. Biglia scores straight away. Good news. So we can keep this up. Press on. Brescia have an injury. Good job it's not me. Nandez scores 2-0. Looking like an easy victory for us. Zlatan scores a pen. Very good. 3-0. Zaniolo scored, by the way, 4-0 up. Bernat scored 5-0. It's an absolute domination. Again, Juve have got a game in hand of us, but obviously we've got that 6-point lead. And this time they're playing third place Lazio. If there's any time for them to drop points, it would be now. Juve drew with Lazio, giving us a 5-point lead on level games in the league. Such big, big news. That is massive. Welcome today to the San Siro for this Champions League tie. It's the second leg of the quarter-finals. Milan looked like they were going to have a dominant victory at the Stadio Olimpico, but in the end Roma pulled it back to 3-2. Milan taking 3 away goals into this game. The home side today, AC Milan, have Gianluigi Donnarumma in the net. Across the back three, they have Alessio Romagnoli, Mancini and Roman Zobnin with Tonali in the holding midfield role. Cucurella, Golovin, Kessié and Depay fill out the midfield with Rebic in behind. No, with Edouard in behind the main striker, Ante Rebic. The away side today, AS Roma. They have Paul Lopez in the net. Across the back four, they have Perchaz, Vida, Milankovic and Florenti, with the frail and Zonzi, Benacer and Kluivert in the midfield, and Pellegrini's in behind the main striker today, who is a Schick.
Edouard. Carried it forwards in the box. Played it across to Ante Rebic. Rebic steps over it. Tackle. Foul. It's a penalty. A penalty early on. In the 4th minute of this tie. A penalty has been given away. Ante Rebic taken down. But the main striker who takes penalties is not on the pitch. Ibrahimovic usually takes the penalties for AC Milan. Kessié isn't the taker that AC Milan really want. He missed a few of his last attempts. Oh, Depay stepped over it. Is that the right decision? Get Yannick on it. Right, Yannick Kessié going to the top right corner that I love so much. He shoots. Paul Lopez saves as expected. Oh dear, if you don't get the perfect penalty in this game, you just saved every time. Depay. On to Golovin. Golovin shoots. Paul Lopez saves. Paul Lopez having a good day. 2 very important saves already. Going to play it to him now. He's released. Not Cucurella. Has Sandro Tonali. Cucurella. Can he find a ball in? Edouard in the centre. Edouard nods it on and it's over the bar. And wide as well. Edouard. Depay's in the box. Plays it up to Ante Rebic in the box. He shoots. He scores. I think that might have just been onside the whole way even. The replay hasn't played. It must have been. Milan 4-2 up in this tie. It's looking good for them, but they've lost 2 goals to this side before. This Roma side. Cucurella looking towards Ante Rebic. Rebic tries to knock it past the defence. Rebic taken down on the edge of the box. There's got to be some cards coming out for Roma soon. They play a very, very dirty game. It was the last man, I think. A red card. A red card for Milenkovic. That surely puts Roma's Champions League hopes to bed. Memphis Depay in shooting range at the edge of the box. If Milan score here, it will go 5-2 in the tie. He shoots. He goes into the wall. A bit more height on it to get the dip over the wall. It's out for a corner. Cucurella puts the ball in. Paul Lopez tries to punch away. Falls to Kessié at the edge of the box. He controls it. He shoots. What a goal by Yannick Kessié! What a goal! On his right foot. Just loops over everybody in the box. Goes into the right-hand corner. The top right-hand corner. Wow, wow, wow from Yannick Kessié. Takes the touch to control it. And Bush on the half volley. Just absolutely whacks it home. You absolutely love to see. What a goal. Oh dear me. That clean sheet's not going to happen, is it? Not like this. Cleared off out of the area a few times there. And we're going to go in at half time. 2-0 up in the tie. 2-0 up on the night. 5-2 up on the tie. Roma are a man down. This game is over. De Frel is in the box. Dangerous here. I'll find a pass in though. Mancini, deflection. Oh dear me, it's in the box. They seem like unlucky there. A few bad deflections from interceptions that they made and passes they just couldn't get rid of. Well, I need to be better in their own box, I think, is the main takeaway. Maybe just clear it when they're in doubt. But at this point, I didn't have much time to react. Golovin got it after a strange bounce and only had 1 touch to make before it was taken off him straight away, and Sheikh puts it in for 2-1. Milan are still going through in this tie. Played in. Oh my god, Kluivert scored. What? Please be offside. I can't believe this is happening. Jesus, man. Pellegrini. Oh dear, they've shot again. That should have been a goal, and it has. What are they do? How are they suddenly so good? Oh my god, if they get another goal, we're going to extra time. What has happened? They went from nothing, they had nothing, to being this. No, it's played on. This is dangerous. They could be about to get their equalising goal in the tie here. Donnarumma makes a great saves. I can't believe how this has gone. I'm shocked. They're a man down. How are they playing so well? Hernandez, I need to keep that. I need you to waste some time, son. Playing it up to Ante Rebic. I think it was onside. It was onside. Good lad. Come on. Play across. Put it to bed. Leo puts it to bed. But this should put it to bed finally. Now. We're 3-2 up. 6-4 on aggregate. Only 10 minutes are left. I can't write them off. We need to keep playing and playing hard. But I don't know what happened. Tonali. Edouard shoots down low. No chance, lad. Shit comes off of them. They know they've lost it. We know we've won. AC Milan win 3-2 on the night and a 6-4 on aggregate. If I was another team in this competition, then I'd be looking at AC Milan and seeing How they dropped 2 goals to a team down to 10 men and been licking my lips at the prospect of playing them. Man, not putting in performance of champions there. Left a lot to be desired. AC Milan are through. Paris Saint-Germain beat Bayern Munich. Barcelona beat Chelsea. And Liverpool beat Manchester City. Sandro Tonali's got a 1-match ban for European competitions, I thought he might. And we are playing Paris Saint-Germain. Again. We've played them twice in the group stage, and both times they were draws. God, it's this month. Oh my god, that's a terrible time for that. The weakest team possible out for Genoa, so we can have a strong team in the Champions League there. Are Cagliari still in the bottom half? Just, yeah. So, simulation it is. So, got to be a weak side according to what I just said. Diego Lixalt's not fully fit, but he's going to be playing in this game against Cagliari. I just need bodies. Donnarumma, Luis Felipe, Mancini, Rodriguez, Biglia, Lixalt, Nandes, Zaniola, Bernat, Silva and Ibrahimovic to play. Tried to clear out the bench as much as possible. Rebic is still on there, which is probably going to come on, which is not what I want. Nandes scores. Good to see Luis Felipe has been booked, unfortunately. Goncalves has come on for Luis Felipe, that's good. So we want to see Kessier come on for Lixalt. That's weird, but it's fine. How many goals I want to secure this lad? I don't like it at all with 1, only just. Luis Felipe's got a ban for the league. Welcome today to Florence, to Fiorentina, in the Serie A clash. The Altemo Franchi Stadium hosts us today. Donnarumma starts in goal for AC Milan with Romagnoli, Silva and Zomna in the defence with Tonali in the holding midfield role. Cucurella, Golovin, Nandes and Depay in the main midfield with Leo in behind the main striker today. Ante Rebic! And Fiorentina get us underway. It's going to be a difficult game for both sides, I think, this one. We've both got things to fight for. Fiorentina could be in the Champions League next season. Cucurella, Tonali, playing up to Odson. That's Leo, it's not Odson Edouard. Odson's not playing, but Leo is, and Leo scored. Come under a bit of pressure, but no one really doing much to stop him. Ball played in low and hard. Back to Memphis Depay now. Rebic in the box, shoots! Oh, it beats Alban Lafont. But hits the post, comes back out, and it's cleared. Off, and it ends up losing the ball. Oh dear me. Played forward to Chiampong. Can he score? He can. Puts it past Donnarumma, and Fiorentina equalise on the break. Quite frustrating. Leo up to Memphis Depay, and to Rebic. Takes it back. Nandes looking towards Leo. Leo shoots and he scores. You criticise Rafael Leo, then he turns around and scores you a great goal. You start thinking, maybe he's not right for this team, maybe I should get rid of him, and then he goes and proves you wrong time and time again. Great player on his day. And all ideas about conserving energy I think's gone out the window. Zomrin completely pushed off the ball. That was just an assault. It's going to be half time here. Milan 2-1 ahead. Tonali gets a foot in. He's done well there. Sandro Tonali rushing past the players, playing over the top to Memphis Depay. Memphis Depay maybe could have played on Santi Rebic, but decided not to. Memphis Depay shoots himself and he scores. Memphis Depay, hopefully for Milan, putting this game to bed. Chiesa, oh, that's straight in. Straight in. Milan just didn't have an answer to that. Fiorentina played some good football, put a cross in. Defence weren't set for it, weren't prepared, didn't take decisive action. Stepped the wrong way. The ball's played into space. Giovanni Simeone scored his 17th goal in the league. Milan's simple second half. Not turning out that way. Cucurella back up to Ante Rebic. This is very, very dangerous. Can Rebic score here? Go in, far post, Lafont saves. Zombies having to clear up your mess now. Oh dear, it's gone to the back post. Jonathan's completely unmarked. Plays it in. Oh dear, Keita score. Can't believe this. You can just tell when they cross it in, the players just don't react. When you eventually manage to manually control the play you've trying to select, they've got way too much space and play an easy pass across it. It just tears you apart. Ibra, Edouard and Kessier coming on for Rebic, Leo and Nahita Nandes, because we need more energy in this team. And I don't think Ibra's the right man for that, but we needed something. We needed someone who was clinical. Plays it on to Sandro Tonali. Tonali to carry it out now. We need a player who can run a bit more because he's banned from European games. He can't play in that one anyway. Depay. Memphis Depay. Can he play it across to Edouard or Zlatan? No, he can't. Plays it back now to Tonali. Golovin is in the box. Muscle down. Should have won this game. It shouldn't have even been a close one, really. We were at times 2 goals ahead, but there you go. 3-3, very frustrating one, and Juve are going to pull back to us there. Juve are now in 3 points of us once again. And now Thiago Silva suspended for the next league game. Oh dear me. As you know, we're all quite low in the table. We've put out a really strange, kind of weak squad, so I'm hoping we bring something home. Juve have won their game. If we don't get some points here, we're going to be behind them in the league. Donnarumma, Zomni, Mancini, Rodriguez, Tonali, Lexalt, Kessier, Biglia, Bernat, Daniel and Silva start. We need this. They've lost the last 3 games. Come on, lads, please. Bernat scores straight away. Still not enough for me, though. I need more. Sitting here, not being able to do anything. Bernat scores again. I feel a bit more confident. Glovin's come on, didn't want to see that. Silva scored, okay. Rodriguez sent off, that doesn't really matter. Of all the players to be sent off, he's probably one of the better ones. Bernat scores. We've won 4-0. We've brought this home. Okay, with 3 points ahead of Juve. Welcome today to the Parc des Princes. Paris Saint-Germain host for the second time this season AC Milan in the Champions League. These 2 teams are facing the group stage twice. Both times it ended in a draw. Will that change tonight? In this semi-final of the Champions League, on the other side of the tournament, Barcelona and Liverpool finish 0-0. Paris Saint-Germain today have Alphonse Areola in the net. Across their back 4, they have Hernandez, an AC Milan player, Marquinhos, Varane, Aurea, Sarabia and Paredes are in the defence, with Neymar, Mbappe, Cavion and Di Maria in the attack. Just a correction there, Hernandez is an ex-AC Milan player, not on loan there. Gianluigi Donnarumma is in the net for AC Milan. Across the back 3 they have Romagnoli, Silva and Luis Felipe with Nathan Hernandez in the holding midfield, role with Tonali out. Suspended Cucurella, Golovin, Kessie and Depay for that midfield. With Ante Rebic leading the line and Edouard in just behind. Finishing off the 11. PSG kick us off. It's going to be a big game, this one. Kylian Mbappe knocks it into space. He's in a dangerous area. Plays it through to Sarabia. Don't know why he played across there. Oh! A few wasted chances from PSG there. They could have really torn Milan apart, but they were caught offside and made a few bad passes and completely missed the ball on an occasion there. So now with Odsonne Edouard. Edouard tries to carry it. Can't quite manage it. Plays it onto Cucurella, who's rushing, who's surging. Rebic is in the centre. Rebic shoots first time off the post. It could have been an early lead for AC Milan, but not quite managed it. Neymar challenged again. I think Luis Felipe really wants to injure Neymar, from what I can tell. They're countrymen, for God's sake. You're thinking they're going a bit less easy on him. Maybe at national training, Neymar did something that Luis Felipe didn't like. Mbappe plays over the top. Donnarumma collects. Sarabia. Di Maria. Caviani's in the box. Romagnoli. Oh dear me, that was very dangerous. Romagnoli couldn't actually get it clear. It went straight back to Caviani. Donnarumma forced to make a save, and it's out for another corner. PSG definitely the team on top at the moment. Play short to Sarabia. Cucurella gets the ball clean this time, but just runs on ice there. Just doesn't move. Cucurella running with it now. Maybe a break for AC Milan even. I haven't seen him playing as now. Depay. Play, stop running. Oh my god. We had a great counter-attack coming there. Just nobody was running. There wasn't movement. Can he keep it? Golovin. Gonna have to shoot now. Not got much time left. I think that's the end of the first half, and it's 0-0 here at the Parc des Princes. Hard fought half. Both teams being close, but PSG on top. More than Milan. Juan Benat's come on in the Zaniolo role in the left centre midfield. Hopefully that will be a bit of a difference. Golovin is coming off, mainly because he was tired, but he didn't really have the effect I wanted him to anyway. Caviani, oh dear me. Mbappe scores. He scores, as you'd expect. Onside, he scores. 1-0 up Paris Saint-Germain. Teams can break on them very quickly, very easily. 1-0, Mbappe scores. Put it up to Caviani. Neymar. Oh dear me, Mbappe's in dangerous position. Neymar's in an even more dangerous position. Donnarumma saves. Cucurella gets a foot in. Nobody reacts until a few seconds later. Edouard now, this could be dangerous. Playing it into Juan Benat. Rebic turns on it, he's in the box in a dangerous area. Rebic shoots, Rebic equalises. AC Milan have an away goal. Back on level terms. Not a situation they'd probably like to be in at this point, but it's a far better situation than they were just in a few minutes ago. Zobnin and Lexalt coming on for Nandes, who has played well, and Edouard, who hasn't played well. Rafa. Can he get a ball in here? He can. Oh my god, how's that got through? I think Donnarumma made a save. I think it was also offside. I don't know how that got through in a million years. Bernat has to get rid of that because he's about to lose possession there. But it's a wonderful ball for Memphis Depay in the end. Wonderful ball. Needs someone to drop back. It's gone to Cucurella in the box. He shoots. Lexalt can't put it in. Can't put it in. Juan Bernat takes it to the line. No. Plays it across. Cucurella. He scores. He scores. Milan 2-1 up. 2-1 up. At the third time of trying against PSG, will Milan get a win? Aurea played in, head away by Zobnin, and that's got to be the end of the game. AC Milan have got to have won here. 2-1, the referee's called it! AC Milan win 2-1 at the Parc des Princes. Taking the second leg to the second leg, a lead to the San Siro. They have 1 foot in the semi-final, in the final even now. 1 foot in the Champions League final, somewhere they've not been since 2007. An incredible year for AC Milan. But it could all fall apart. There's plenty more games for things to go wrong. What? Sandro Tonali is not suspended, but Memphis Depay and Luis Felipe are banned for the next leg. Oh my god. Things go from bad to worse, don't we? We're on the day of the Atalanta game and look at our squad. Absolutely knackered. So, 2 things are going to happen. First, Leo Duarte, you're coming back off loan. You're needed. You are necessary. You're playing this game. Second thing that needs to happen. Another player's coming back off loan in midfield. Is it Paqueta or Benacer, though? I think it's going to have to be Lucas Paqueta. Paqueta's back. We need more depth in some positions, desperately. Made another decision. Ismail Benacer is also coming back off loan because we need him. He's going to play this game. Sorry to the clubs that just took those players off, but they're all starting today. We're in a proper state with this side. We need to be beating a very, very good Atalanta side. Juve have got a very tough game versus Roma. That's something we can be very happy about and be glad of. Welcome today to the Gevai Stadium. The Gevai Stadium, I don't know what it's called, but it's in Atalanta. Atalanta don't really have too much to fight for. They're quite the ways off the European spots. Maybe they could get into them though. To fight hard enough. They've got just enough games to give it a go. Donnarumma's in the net. With Duarte, Mancini and Tonali in the defence. Benacer in the holding midfield role. Like Salt, Zaniolo, Paqueta and Leo in the midfield with Silva in behind the main striker. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. That is going to be an awful partnership for me to deal with. So slow between them. Benacer playing up to Zaniolo. Not the right movement. Lexalt comes in though. Lexalt hits the post. Of course he does. Yeah. Andrew might have got that. Silva chested on for some reason. Manages to do well actually. Fair enough to the lad. Zlatan in the box, doesn't manage to quite do what he wanted to. Paqueta shoots though. Oh, Glini saves it onto his post, but onto the inside of the post. And a goal it is for AC Milan. Tonali plays the ball in. Ibra can't quite get a connection. Tonali again. Cross comes in for the second time. Mancini, this was a much better cross, much better positioning, and Mancini makes it 2. Turns on it. Looking towards play on Silva. Could it be 3 already? No way. Jose. 3. I don't know where this has come from. This was a difficult game up until now, really. Just suddenly, Atalanta just let me through. Silva. Play them to Lucas Paqueta. Paqueta. Flicking it over to Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Zlatan just goes the wrong side of it. Zaniolo! Zlatan! He scored! What a mess. Offside. When was that offside? Half time. Milan are 3-0 up. Oh, Tonali absolutely doing it, man. Absolutely murdering him. Oh, Tonali's done another. Come on, Sandro. Solo goal. Solo goal. Oh, plays it across instead. Mattiolo. Oh dear me. Duvan scores. Up to Silva. Playing on to Zlatan. Zlatan's in the box. Steps over it. Shoots. It's 4. Cross coming in from the corner. Headed in by Duvant. Straight into the back of the net. It's 4-2. Good job we're good at scoring because we're not good at bloody defending, especially from set pieces. Partey gets his second goal of the game. Leo Duarte. Daniolo. Silva. Takes it around the defender. I think that was his bad touch that ended up doing the work for him there. He fluffed his touch and ended up just flicking it in a way that means the defender's tackle didn't get anywhere near him. He was a bit rooted to the spot, then when he started moving he was in a great position to take the shot. Well done, lad. Rolls it on to Lucas Paqueta. Up to Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Can he get another goal here? Galini saves. Tonali puts the ball in. Looking for Ibrahimovic. It's another goal. It's 6-2. Up to Zlatan. Could he get a hat-trick? No, just too close to Galini. And it's full time. Milan wins 6-2. Colossal victory in the end. And I thought it was going to be a very, very, very tough game. What did Juve do? They lost to Roma! That is... You do not understand how big that news is. 6 points clear. And only 3 games to go. We've got one hand on that trophy. On the Serie A title. For the first time in over 10 years. Oh, it's a big end. It's a big end. We could end it with 3 trophies or 0. Everything is to play for.
So it's been a long time since I've recorded FIFA 20. I've moved house, I have got a new job, and everything is completely different now. I'm not sure if I had a job when I started recording this, but I didn't finish the episode. I didn't have any time, and I've been mega busy. So it's been a long time, so I have to familiarise myself with what's going on here. We are in the Coppa Italia final, and I think we're still competing for the Serie A as well, so a treble potentially on the cards here, which is very good news. Welcome down to the San Siro for this Champions League fixture. It's Milan versus Paris Saint-Germain. In the first leg at the Parc des Princes, AC Milan came out 2-1 victors. With a quite a tired team, can the Milan outfit manage to hold it up today and get through to the first Champions League final since 2007? The other side of the bracket, Barcelona and Liverpool drew 0-0. Could go either way in both of these fixtures, but Milan definitely looking the strongest at this point. Milan also top of their league and in the cup final. Maybe a treble on the cards here. But a tired squad coming into this game puts them at perhaps a little bit of a disadvantage even at home. For Milan today, Donnarumma is in the net across the back 3. Romagnoli, Mancini and Silva. And holding midfield roles, Tonali, Cucurella, Bernat, Kessié and Rebic are in the midfield with Edouard in the main striker role, and just in behind him is Alexander Golovin. Paris Saint-Germain have Alphonse Areola in their net. Across their defence is Alonso, Marquinhos, Varane and Carrera. Sarabia and Herrera are in the midfield with Neymar, Mbappe, Cavani and Angel Di Maria in the attack. Incredibly unbalanced side, players playing out of their usual position, but I think after previous performances this could be right. We're off here. Milan have the ball. Golovin back to Mancini. Played it out to Alessio Romagnoli. Romagnoli, is it? Cucurella. Gets it. Tries to play it forward. Bernat seizes on it. Tonali. Playing up to Edouard. Edouard turns on it. He's in the box on his own. He shoots and it's just past the post. Areola, I'm not sure, knew much about it. Edouard brilliantly turning on the ball there. Keeping it controlled. But the shot not good enough. Maybe he should have gone near post. And not much got much cover in the centre. Neymar running with it. Mancini dives in. Romagnoli can't get it away. Sarabia on the edge of the box. Now Cavani shoots. Donnarumma gets a hand to it. I think there might have been a foul somewhere in there. It's not being given though. The advantage was played. Now it's a corner to Paris Saint-Germain. Neymar to play it long. Donnarumma fumbles it. Rebic has it. Cucurella now. Alexander Golovin. Playing it to Odsonne Edouard, who knocks it long. Marquinhos gets it quite easily there. Corner played in, Donnarumma fists away, he needs to get back up now. Mbappe on the edge of the box, he could shoot from here. Golovin managed to intercept next. Ante Rebic looking for a bit of a breakaway. He's free. Marcos Alonso's trying to close him down, but he's not going to quite make it to Rebic. Unfortunately, Rebic doesn't have much support here. He's going to take it to the line, crosses it to the back post. It's Cucurella and he chests it over. An easy shot from Marc Cucurella. Just nodded it in with his head and it would have been there. But no, he puts it wide, well wide of the post. Marcos Alonso attacking down the left. I don't know where Neymar's gone. There he is. This is dangerous for Milan here. Playing forward to Kylian Mbappe. Played back, and it's a goal for Paris Saint-Germain. They're on level terms. Apart from the away goals Milan have. Milan only currently going through in away goals. Just not enough Milan players back there. Too many committing it to Mbappe. He's a big threat, but when there's someone as good as Neymar free in the box with an empty net, maybe focus should be split there. Golovin plays it forward, up to Bernat maybe. Rafael Varane is there. Unless Milan do something quickly, the teams are going to go in. Oh, god damn it. Well, they are going to go in now. With Paris Saint-Germain 1-0 up in this tie. Milan's still going through. As it stands, but the better team perhaps have been Paris Saint-Germain here. Golovin. Kessié. Can he find Edouard? Edouard's in the box. He shoots. Areola saves. Leo and Zobnin coming on for Romagnoli. And coming on for Juan Bernat. Golovin sliding down into the centre midfield, the left centre midfield position. With Leo taking the central attacking midfield / centre forward role. In and out. Up to Edison. Osvaldo Neymar. It's in. It's in. Oh no! Oh, it's just missed. That would have put PSG through. The commentator got very confused because he can't say that name. But Osvaldo should have scored and put PSG through to the final there. Centimetres between crashing out at the semi-final and being through to the final of this competition. Alexander Golovin, Cucurella. Ball perhaps could have gone up to one of the strikers there, but it hasn't. Cucurella crossed it into the back post. Rafael Leo didn't quite get there. Sarabia plays it back up to him. He's onside. Neymar tackled there by Thiago Silva. Milan will be happy with that. Milan playing it down the wing. Kessié in wads of space here. 2 minutes added. 1 minute already played here. And Varane gets there first, but it's gone out for a throw-in. Milan only have to hold on for another 30 seconds to go through in this Champions League semi-final on their away goals. They scored 2 at the Parc des Princes. PSG have only scored 1 here. Taking the time. Rafael Leo holds it up. Gone out for another AC Milan throw, and that's it. Milan are through to their first final since 2007. Could this be their first Champions League trophy since that year as well? They're through. Nobody thought they could do it. A few years ago, they couldn't qualify for Europe. A few years ago, they were qualifying just for the Europa League. Now, they're back where they belong in the final of the UEFA Champions League. Paris Saint-Germain win the tie 1-0, but Milan win 2-2 on away goals. The question is now, who is the team Milan will face in the Champions League final? Luis Felipe and Memphis Depay can play in the Champions League final. If you look at the Serie A table with 3 games to go, we are very, very likely to win now. We're not going to be able to secure it this game because they're going to get enough points to stay within the race, I think. So I am going to simulate the game against Cremonese. And we should be simulating it anyway via the rules because they are 20th with 1 point. What? Hold up. I need to look back at that table again. How many? What? Cremonese have 1 point. They've only scored 9 goals this season and 105 goals have been put past them. The Champions League final, it's been drawn. Well, not even drawn, but Liverpool won 2-1. So it's Liverpool versus AC Milan. 2005 and 2007 repeat once again. Let's go for the simulation game versus Cremonese. We have Donnarumma, Luis Felipe, Mancini, Romagnoli, Tonali, Depay, Nandez, Zaniolo, Bernat, Edouard and Ibrahimovic leading the line. They've lost the last 3 games and they've lost lots of their last games previously to that as well. Milan already 1-0 up in the first minute with a Zlatan Ibrahimovic goal. Mancini gets a yellow card, but Tonali scores and we're 2-0 up, putting this game pretty much beyond doubt already. We're 3-0 up. Depay has a yellow card. I prefer we get less yellow cards at this point. Rebic has come on for Zlatan. Zaniolo scored. Lots of goals going in. Depay's been sent off. Oh my god, that isn't good. Mancini, another goal. That's 5 goals that we've won by, but the Depay sending off is very, very unfortunate. And I'm half hoping that... Oh my god. You're kidding me. They drew. I thought they were going to win that so easily. And in a simulation game, this is what I wanted to avoid. We have won the Serie A title in a simulation game. Bloody hell. Oh, we're Serie A champions. How long has it been since AC Milan won the Serie A title? The last time AC Milan won the Serie A was 2010-11, and in 2021-22, they're finally won it again. It's been 11 years. Finally back on top. Put quite a weaker squad and bench out against Torino. We might lose this game, but we've got players Zari, Silva, Duarte, Rodriguez, Zobnin, Rebic, Nandez, Paqueta, Bernat, Lexelt and Leo in the team. And hopefully we should win this, but it doesn't matter at this stage at all. Given a few players have run out that don't usually get run out. Given a few players such as Plazari, for example, that run out, and some players that just usually in the reserves, trying to clear out as many players that I want for the Coppa Italia. I want to be in full strength for the Coppa Italia. At the moment, like a 0-0, unless either team can snatch a late goal. There's less than 10 minutes left now. Silva's got a red card. That's unfortunate. I hope that doesn't last for the Coppa Italia, because he could have done with being on my bench, or maybe even in the starting 11. Hello and welcome to the Stadio Olimpico in Rome for the Coppa Italia final this season. They came through into Milan. They came through Fiorentina to get here. AC Milan came through Roma. For Juve, Schnesi's in the net with Reguilon, Lenglet and Desciglio across the back four. Bentancur, Verratti and Wijnaldum is in the midfield, with Dybala just in behind the main strikers today. Ronaldo and Alexander Lacazette. For AC Milan, Donnarumma is in the net. Across the back three is Romagnoli, Mancini and Luis Felipe. Tonali's in the holding midfield role. Across the main midfield four, Cucurella, Golovin, Kessie and Depay with Lexel in behind the main striker, Son Edouard. Cristiano Ronaldo, the ageing megastar, stands over the ball and gets us underway here in the Coppa Italia final. It's still looking dangerous on this attack. Desciglio out wide. Tackle comes in. Ball comes in. Ronaldo forces a great save from Donnarumma, but the ball was pretty much straight at the goalkeeper. And Memphis Depay, but it didn't end up going that way at all. Blaise Matuidi's hanging up his boots. There's Dybala. Attacks here. Oh dear. Dybala's in, and he passes it to Lacazette for an easy goal to Juve. 1-0 to the team from Turin. Milan's defence just didn't move with the ball. And they were, I think, watching the ball as much as playing the game there. Juve, you'd have to say, have been the better team every facet so far. Out wide to Luis Felipe. Kessie. Tonali. Up to Golovin. Edouard's making a run. Edouard is in the box, cuts it back, knocks it on to Cucurella, finds a shot, but it doesn't do much. Back to Kessie. Cucurella couldn't quite be fine. Lenglet gets there first. Diego Lexelt in to Tonali now. Tonali looking perhaps to Memphis Depay. Waits to play the ball until the very last moment. Memphis Depay is in the box, on the ball, plays it across to Lexelt. Lexelt absolutely fails to do anything with that. He just chests it out wide. Oh, it seems to be a corner. I got that slightly wrong then. So I did do something. He won as a corner for AC Milan. Kessie heads from the corner and it's in. It's an equaliser. I'm not sure Milan have deserved that, but Yannick Kessie heads it in to the back of the net. A great goal by the Ivorian player. No one really pressured him that much. He was almost a free header. Schnesi took a while to react, didn't know where he was going. Even the header wasn't particularly in the corner. He went past the goalkeeper with ease. 1-1. And just about keep that. Kessie playing up to Diego Lexelt. Diego Lexelt's in the box now. Will he shoot? Will he pass across? He shoots! Schnesi saves. It's out to the edge of the box. Kessie. Memphis Depay. He has a blast from the edge of the box. Blocked by the Juventus men. Tonali heads it down. Straight into a Juve player. But the referee calls for half time. 1-1 here in Rome. Both teams had their fair share of play. It could go either way in the second half. Juve had a bit more possession in that first half, but the shots were relatively even. Can either team pull something out of the bag in the second half? And we'll end up going into extra time and penalties in this Coppa Italia final. Now to Lexelt. Tonali has it. Plays it up to Memphis Depay on the wing. Depay lets it run. Reguilon closing him down. Cuts inside. Son Edouard. Up to Memphis Depay. Depay's in now. Can he shoot? Schnesi rushes out and Schnesi grabs it on the second try. Memphis Depay perhaps should have done better there. His position was very good. His end product wasn't. Rebic, Ibrahimovic and Paqueta coming on at the next break. Off comes Golovin in the midfield. He's run a lot this game. Lexelt and Edouard, the other two meant to come off. Felipe defends well. Ball comes in from deep from Juve. Cucurella heads away. back to Juve. Benteke. Bernardeschi. Reguilon. Memphis Depay blocks that. Back with Reguilon now. Juve to put a ball in. Bernardeschi plays it across. And Bakambu has no trouble. Luis Felipe gets there just about. Romagnoli, oh, he's losing it, Bernardeschi's in the box. Bakambu, it's 3 goals. I don't know how that's happened, but Milan have thrown away this time. A much more attacking outlook from Milan in these final stages of this game to try and get back into it and take it to extra time, because at 3-1 down, it's not looking likely Milan to get anything out of this game. Played forward to Ante Rebic, a goal here is necessary. He shoots, it's blocked by Reguilon. Ball played in by Memphis Depay. Can they find anyone? Mancini shoots. Schnesi. Oh, it's gone in! It's gone in! Cucurella gets a header to it. And Milan only have a few minutes left to get an equaliser. There is not long left at all here. It's 3-2. It's going down to the wire. Can Milan take this extra time? Potentially penalties. They're beyond. Not much time to do it though. They're still down. A minute's been played. More than a minute. Tonali gets it back. Plays it forward to Cucurella. Ibrahimovic on the break. Can Ibrahimovic, of all players, on the break get Milan into extra time here? He shoots. Schnesi saves. Oh, he could have pounced on that if he was quicker. But Milan have been knocked out at the final hurdle. Juve win the Coppa Italia. Milan are runners-up. The treble dream is dead, but the Champions League dream is still alive. Only Ibrahimovic has scored that goal. We could have gone to extra time. Could have done even more. There'll be other opportunities for the Coppa Italia, maybe not for a treble. And that's not the sight we want to see. Juve lifting the Coppa Italia. If Milan didn't make so many mistakes passing it around the back, didn't make so many mistakes in front of goal, they just can't seem to score many goals from regulation play in normal time. To be scraping through a lot of their games with set pieces, with scrambles for goals, penalties. Juve today with a better side. Next time, Milan will make sure they are. Leandros Christos wants out of the youth academy. Leandros Christos is a goalkeeper and he's looking like a pretty good one as well. He's Greek, he's 16 years old, he's 6'3", and he's potentially between 83 and 95. If he wants to come up to the first team, I'm happy for him to be there. I'm not sure he's going to get much of an opportunity in the first team, but there you go. Another youth player wants out of the youth academy, and that man is Andrea Rinaldi. Andrea Rinaldi is a 60-rated player, potential of 78 to 90, 16 years old, and a right back, and also 6'3". I'm happy to have him up in the first team as well. We don't particularly use right backs, but can change a position to something else. That works fine for me. Unfortunately, Luka Jovic will not be fit for another 4 weeks, so any tiny hopes we might have had of him playing in the Champions League final will not happen this time. However, we've put a weaker squad out for this game versus Leeds, and we perhaps shouldn't be playing this, but as it is the last game of the season, we're probably just going to skip to the end and hopefully see a trophy lift. I'm hoping it didn't happen in the Cremonese game and we won it mathematically. I hope it happens today. And that's it. It's over. The Serie A title is back in Milan. It's official. We are the champions of Italy. Shame we couldn't get more of the first team on this celebration here, but we needed as many of them players rested for the Champions League as possible. It would be nice to see many of the first team, including Thiago Silva, who got the captain's armband. At the end of this match, lifting this trophy. And it's official, AC Milan are the champions of Italy. The Serie A title back in Milan. It's the first time since 2011-12. 2010-11 actually. It's been a long time. I'm sure they'll enjoy it until the wee hours. We've got to think about what's coming up this weekend. Liverpool in the Champions League. The final. Would they make it a double? A league and European double? That would be a headline. Fabio Rizzo was out of the youth squad now. Fabio Rizzo is a centre defensive midfielder. Potential of 82 to 96. Could be a very good player here. 16-year-old, let's bring him through. Before we finalise our team, let's take a look at who we're going to be up against. Oh Lord, what has happened at Liverpool? It looks like Van Dijk might have a European ban, which is very, very, very good news for us. But their starting lineup looks decidedly weaker than it has been, in the current period, I'd say. Salah and Mane have moved on. They have got Bale and Vela in their place. Vela is quite slow, and Bale is past his best. He's declining now. Matip is a slower player, and Golovin is so fast. That could be a good place to cut through them. A decent game here for Mark Cucurella. He's going to be able to do a bit more attacking, but Trent Alexander-Arnold might be the match of him. We're going to struggle for goals, but Luka Jovic is on the bench. I think he's only sort of going to be able to play for like the last 10 minutes or to come on for extra time. Depay, there is a question if he plays in the centre and we take Rebic out to the right-hand side. Who is he? He's been facing up against Andrew Robertson, isn't he? There might be a case for saying we play a bit more narrow. We don't bother bothering those fullbacks because Memphis Depay is going to struggle a bit more against a player of that calibre. It will mean Depay will tire quite quickly in that position though, but we can always switch him out wide later on if we think he can make some inroads or they make any subs or anything like that. Welcome to the Estadio Metropolitano. We're here at the home of Atletico Madrid, in the heart of the Spanish capital, hosting the most prestigious competition in European football. Once known as the European Cup, now the Champions League final. Liverpool's come here through Barcelona, Manchester City and Bayer Leverkusen. Milan's come here through PSG, Roma. I'm not even sure who else. It's been a difficult trip for both sides. AC Milan only scraped through their semi-final. Liverpool have defied expectations by beating their Spanish rivals. They've taken some of their players, taken Mane and Salah from them. Slightly aging side at this point. The stars getting to their peak and past it. They've proven that their experience is worth a lot. Will Steven Gerrard oversee a victory for Liverpool here? He's looking at them from that tifo up there. Will it be number 7 for Liverpool? Or will AC Milan snatch another Champions League? That is powerful. Liverpool could equal AC Milan's Champions League seat, or Milan could move one closer to Real Madrid's 13. It will be Milan's 8th title if they win. Liverpool 7th. 2 of the European Titans back on top of the game. Who will win this one? Roberto Firmino to kick it off. And we're underway here in Madrid for the Champions League final. Liverpool being cagey early on. Saul playing across to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold carries it on the right hand side. Plays it back to Joel Matip. Fabinho has it. Plays it out wide to Gareth Bale. Bale nods it back. Andrew Robertson. Saul plays it back across. Naby Keita. I'm sure we didn't read out the teams at the start of this game. Maybe I was too engrossed. Ball played long. Goes out. Andrew Robertson is the match for Ante Rebic there. Not at all unexpected. Saul to Bale. Tonali marking Saul now, who's down the wing. Cross does come in though. It's gone back to Vela. Roberto Firmino hits the post. Oh dear. Milan looking like they could be cut open in the early stages, but Donnarumma had that covered and it was wide. Donnarumma electing to kick it long here, making sure he's safe in the early stage of this game. Headed on there by Ante Rebic even. Luis Felipe. Sandro Tonali. Under a bit of pressure here. Take it to Alessio Romagnoli. Back to Tonali. Milan playing it along the floor, making sure to keep the ball. Alexander Golovin. Memphis Depay. Depay in the centre. What can he do with it here? He was going to try and do some more fancy dribbling there, but he just couldn't make a decision. Ended up getting intercepted. Roberto Firmino. Now out to Fabinho. Back heel. Bale. Into Bale again. Back out to Fabinho out wide. Not his usual position. Fabinho lays it back and Rebic intercepts. Luis Felipe now. Milan under pressure. Can they get it forwards here? They knock it forward to Franck Yannick Kessié. What can he do with it? He tries to knock it on, and I think Memphis Depay might have been offside there. Andrew Robertson. Gomez. Bad ball there. Milan retain possession. Depay. Can't quite keep it. Golovin gets a foot in and referee says a foul. It was rough, but I'm not sure it was a foul. Interesting decision by the referee. Could have gone either way, that one. Alexander Arnold. Fabinho. Saul. Played out wide to Andrew Robertson. Joe Gomez. Played up to Bale. Tries to lay it off. Kessié gets a foot in. Saul keeps it for Liverpool. Gets it back for them. Roberto Firmino knocks it forward and it's going out for a goal kick to AC Milan. Donnarumma again electing to kick it long. The manager's clearly giving him instructions that no easy goals can be given away here like Milan have done in the past. Memphis Depay taken down there, not strong enough to beat Fabinho. Liverpool keeping the ball. Saul. Played long. Luis Felipe takes it down. Kessié. It's a Rebic out wide now. Memphis Depay holding it up, trying to play back onto Rebic. Rebic is free. Andy Robertson is closing him down. Rebic shoots and it's saved by Alisson. Milan's first real breakaway opportunity there. One of the clearest opportunities of the game so far for either side. Bale closed down by Thiago Silva. Two older players in the game now. Andrew Robertson. Bale. Luis Felipe tackles, allows Milan to reform a bit, get the bearings again. Andrew Robertson fakes throw. Saul flicks it over Kessié and Liverpool creating a bit of space here. Saul, we were looking for Roberto Firmino now out wide to Gareth Bale. Can Bale put a ball in now? Back to Saul, played into Bale. Bale shoots, Donnarumma forced to make a save. Reflects it past his near post and out for a corner ball. Holding off and standing off Liverpool a little bit too much, giving them a bit too much space and a bit too much respect. Donnarumma eventually punches that away. That was risky though. Memphis Depay does well there. Eventually gets in. Depay with a bit of a ruler, keeps it. Edouard loses it however. Keita driving it forwards. Foot gets in, but Roberto Firmino still got it. There's people in the centre for Liverpool. Firmino knocks it across. I think that came up an AC Milan player for another corner to the Merseyside side. Ball comes in. Cucurella can nod it away, or can he? Another Liverpool corner. Another ball comes in. This one looking a bit more dangerous, a bit deeper into the area. Saul shoots and there's nothing there. Donnarumma hits it long. Looking towards Memphis Depay. Milan can't get the second ball. Vela gets there. Tonali. Ooh, Tonali taken out there. No foul. It was rough and not fair, says the referee. Oh dear. Milan looking in danger now after that. Bit of a breakaway from Liverpool. Kessié blocks it. It's another Liverpool corner. Liverpool, you would have to say, on balance, have been the better side in this first half of this Champions League final. Ball comes in. Romagnoli heads away. Kessié can't get there first. Keita. Edouard. That's the ball for AC Milan. Trying to get past Alexander Arnold. He manages it. Cucurella on the inside of him. Memphis Depay in the centre. Ball comes in. Memphis Depay. He heads it. Oh, it's hit the post and gone wide. A goal kick. Memphis Depay probably should have done more with that. He had to leap to get it. He was off balance. If he had left it for a man at the back post, it might have been able to go in. Both sides have had chances. Potentially chances they should have put away. Milan, despite looking probably the weaker side, have probably the better chances, honestly. Kessié. Out to Ante Rebic out wide. Rebic trying to carry it past Saul. Andy Robertson drifting inside there, not marking Rebic, letting Saul do the work. Crosses go to the back post. And Matip gets there before Cucurella somehow. Cucurella takes it out. Liverpool throw. Joel Matip. Vela. Keita. Back to Vela. Cucurella intercepts. Back to Alexander Golovin. Oh dear me, that was bad. That was bad. Interception by Roberto Firmino. Now it's back with the man. Saul plays it in front of an AC Milan player, and Romnell isn't running onto it. Donnarumma kicks it long to get rid of it. It's gone out for a throw-in. Not a good kick from the goalkeeper there, but it did get Milan out of danger. He might be straight back into it here. Ball over the top to Gareth Bale. Can Gareth Bale put a ball in? Yes, he can. Roberto Firmino can't do much with it though. Rebic heads it down. Luis Felipe heads it on. Frank Yannick Kessié has it. Never Keita looking to mark him maybe. Kessié's got a bit of space in the wing. Rebic, looking for the ball through to Memphis Depay. That would have been a real opportunity if that ball had gone through. Just cut out though. Saul. Ball played through. Roberto Firmino. Onside. What can he do with it here? AC Milan couldn't quite clear that first time, but the second time Thiago Silva got there with a big wellet and got rid of it. Gomez. Robertson. And it's half time. 0-0 here in Madrid. Liverpool 0. AC Milan 0. And this could really go either way. I'm underway again in the second half. Will either side find the advantage of the other in this game? Tonali. Frank Yannick Kessié. Ante Rebic. Intercepted there. And apparently that's gone out off the AC Milan player. Well, Liverpool throw. Andy Robertson heads it in. Throws it in even. Gomez. Robertson. Saul. Fabinho. Well, the AC Milan players couldn't really find a position there. Keita. Luis Felipe heads it back to Gianluigi Donnarumma. Luis Felipe into Sandro Tonali. He's not really had much of an impact in this game yet. Back to Silva. Tonali. Looking to Mark Cucurella. That could be the ball that cuts Liverpool open. Alexander-Arnold's nowhere near. Matip's coming out to meet. Cucurella cuts inside. Takes the cross. And I think he was crossing to a play that was offside anyway, but it didn't reach the man. It's out for a AC Milan throw now at this point. Never Keita leaves the field. In comes Jordan Henderson. I don't know how Liverpool are winning these throws. Seems to definitely come off a Liverpool player. There you go. Matip. Oh, Jose Gomez. Memphis intercepted, but couldn't quite do anything with it. Fabinho under pressure. He's out calmly to Alexander-Arnold. Jordan Henderson. Cuts Milan right open. Vela now. Miola's going to have to go out to meet him here. Oh, what a goal by Liverpool. I don't know how the cross got in. I don't know how the ball came in. I don't know how Firmino got to the header, but that is 1-0 to Liverpool. AC Milan's defence not doing anywhere near enough there. Liverpool 1-0 up in this tie. Golovin has a bit of a run now. Can he beat Joel Matip? You'd think so. Golovin running. Tackle from Matip gets there first. Golovin keeps it in. Golovin on the inside now. Cutting in. I think he knows where to go with it. Plays the ball in. Mark Cucurella, I think he was offside. Cucurella gets tackled anyway. And Carlos Vela makes way for Pizzi. To Ante Rebic, looking to Odsonne Edouard maybe. Finds him in the box. Back to Golovin. Golovin shoots and it's a goal. It's an equaliser. AC Milan back on level terms in this Champions League final. 1-1. Liverpool 1. AC Milan 1. And Alexander Golovin, the Russian man, does it. The ball from Ante Rebic that cut Liverpool open. Gave Edouard the space and the run in from Golovin. No one really marking him. Alexander-Arnold in no man's land. Golovin puts it away. Alisson had no chance. Gets the ball back. Ball played long, looking for Bale. Luis Felipe is there. Plays it to Thiago Silva. Kessié. Looking down the line to Ante Rebic now. Plays it inside of the defender. Wasn't expecting that. Ante Rebic, what can he do with it here? Playing it in front to Memphis Depay maybe. No, Gomez. He's taken down. It's taken down. It's a penalty. It's a penalty. He went down a bit cheaply there. Definitely cheaply. And if you're a Liverpool fan, you'll be very, very mad at that one. Up steps Memphis Depay. Can he put his team 2-1 ahead? And Liverpool making this up here, potentially to put him on. Going to take her off there. Jamie Vardy coming on for Roberto Firmino. Memphis Depay. Running to take it. He's going to the top right corner. And he puts it in past Alisson. And AC Milan are 2-1 up in this Champions League final. Could this be a historic night for the Rossoneri? Jamie Vardy to kick off. Henderson, Saul. Joel Matip, Saul. Pressed out of possession there by Ante Rebic, looking for Edouard. He's been let free there. Edouard shoots. Alisson saves. That could have really put the game to bed there. Liverpool absolutely caught napping. They looked dejected after that penalty and that goal against them. And Mr. Depay to take the corner kick. Ball comes in. Can a header be found? Not quite. And Alisson is not going to catch that. Pizzi kicks it away. Can Depay keep it in? He can. Plays it into Sandro Tonali. Alessio Romagnoli. Kessié. Kessié tried to play it in. Saul stronger. Do Milan have the numbers back to defend this? Potential counter-attack, especially with Jamie Vardy. Cut right open Milan. Cut right open and the chip is over Donnarumma and in. Easy, easy goal from Jamie Vardy. What else do you expect? Zaniolo and Luka Jovic coming on now. Off comes Ante Rebic. Memphis Depay off. Luka Jovic on. Zaniolo on. Well, I'm bringing out some big guns. Luka Jovic has been out injured for a long time now. Golovin is now on the right wing. He's got the pace, but he doesn't usually play there. He turns the fullback there, but Bale gets back. Saul. Robertson plays inside to Saul. Back to Andrew Robertson. Bale. Back to Gomez. Jordan Henderson. Vardy. Bale. What can Bale do with it? Can he find a ball in? He does, but Luis Felipe blocks that. I'm not sure if it came off his arm, but not been given. It's out for a corner ball. Ball comes in. It's still in a danger area. Donnarumma punches away rather than catching it. Bale. Golovin knocks it away. Oh my god. Get rid of it, lads. Golovin. Hits it forward to Odsonne Edouard. I think he's onside. Defender's back though. Luka Jovic, can he do it? His first touch of the ball back from injury. He's been out on injury for months and months. There was an ACL tear. And the first thing he does when he comes back is scoring the Champions League final for AC Milan. It's 3-2 here in Madrid and the crowd are going wild. The Liverpool fans are distraught, dejected. The AC Milan fans are going wild. With happiness, with joy, with excitement. They've just seen their hero come back and score what could be their 8th Champions League trophy. Luka Jovic. His only second goal in this competition. He was focusing on the league in the early stages of this competition. Other teams, other players were playing in his position. Ibrahimovic, for example, who is on the bench at the moment. Liverpool not long to get back into this. Gareth Bale played back. Andrew Robertson knocks it forward again. Bale takes it inside, holds it up, takes it back. Andrew Robertson, Bale, Robertson, Saul knocks it over. Luis Felipe collects, fine. Golovin now. Can he race down this wing, get free, and put the game to bed? Takes it inside, plays it to Odsonne Edouard. A bit too far there. Alisson picks it up. No bother. Kessié knocks it onto Romagnoli. Cucurella. Tonali now. Jovic tries to play it onto Edouard, nearly cut him in there. And Jamie Vardy is on a run. It's always dangerous, that. Bale. Robertson. Saul. This is looking dangerous. Vardy on the edge of the box. Cut out. Just about there. Odsonne Edouard. Zaniolo. Milan on the verge of a historic victory here. Cucurella to Odsonne Edouard. Driving it forward. Can he do something with it? He shoots from the edge of the box. I don't know why, but Alisson saves. And now is the perfect time. On he comes. The main man. With only added time left. That was Odsonne Edouard's last touch as he comes off the pitch. Forcing a corner ball. Now, on comes Zlatan Ibrahimovic for Odsonne Edouard, playing the main striker role, into Luka Jovic, can't quite find him. Zaniolo receives. Back out wide to Mark Cucurella, steps over it, Alexander Arnold's on him here. Goes back to Zaniolo, knocks it in, looking to Golovin. Alisson punches away. 3 minutes of the 4 played, it's going to go out for a corner by the looks of it to AC Milan. Out for a corner. Milan only a few seconds left to hold on. Alexander Golovin, what's he going to do with it? What's he going to do with it here? Got out for another Milan throw. Few seconds remaining. I'm not sure Zlatan's going to get a touch. Golovin's going to throw it long to him. What can he do here? Nothing. It's headed out by Gomez. Kessier. Jovic. Can he do something with it? Can he do something with it? He shoots! It's over! It's over! Jovic gets another one! It's 4-2! And that's the game put to bed. More minutes have been played than were needed by the referee. The added time is gone. And it's 4-2 with 2 goals from the man who's been out for months upon months. The League and European Cup double from AC Milan has been achieved. And that man, Luka Jovic, who's been out for so much of this season, has been the hero. If they had him all season, imagine how dominant they would have been. What an end to this European Champions League final. And it's over. The Champions League is back in Milan. AC have done it. Thiago Silva's finally won one. Zlatan Ibrahimovic has finally won one. 2 players who's given so much of their career to the Champions League and never seen a return have finally got their hands on the trophy. The Milan players are ecstatic. Look at the joy. And as Thiago Silva lifts the trophy, AC Milan are European champions once again. A historic night in Madrid as a team returns to the top. Liverpool disappointed. Milan ecstatic. And this will mean so much more than everybody else to Thiago Silva and Zlatan Ibrahimovic. He only played a few minutes of the final. I'm not sure he got a touch, but Zlatan will be happy to have been on a team that won one. And to get to this stage, he was very, very important. As we take the team photo, I might be saying goodbye to a few of these players. Ibra, Thiago Silva, I think they might be retiring. And a 4-2 victory seals AC Milan's 8th European Cup, 8th Champions League, whichever way you want to put it. They're still a ways off Real Madrid, who have 13. But hopefully for AC Milan this will be the first of many. What a season that has been. 97 points in the Serie A. 97. We won the first Serie A for AC Milan since 2011. We didn't quite get the treble though. Juve beat us 3-2 in that match. The Coppa Italia. But the Champions League, the most important trophy, is ours. We came a long way with those draws against Paris Saint-Germain in the group stage, beating Sporting and Dynamo. In the round of 16, we saw off Atletico Madrid with quite a lot of ease in the end. In the quarterfinals, we beat Roma, what was quite a tough, hard-fought fixture, even when it probably shouldn't have been. 2 3-2s that could have been a lot easier. In the semis, we only just about scraped through Paris Saint-Germain, and in the final, Liverpool worried us. But in the end, Luka Jovic, injured for so long, comes off the bench and delivers 2 goals to seal it. What an end to a wonderful, wonderful season. But let's do a bit of a squad review to end this historic episode off. So, goalkeepers. Reina played 1 game and disappointed me so much that I said I'd never play him again. Plazzari is my number 2 at the moment. But, I mean, he is a fantastic, fantastic keeper. And at the start of this series, I was really, really hating him. I thought he was going to be one for the bin. But he's proven me wrong time and time again now, and in these last few games he's saved us. If he wasn't playing in that Coppa Italia final, we would not have been anywhere near in that game. 28 clean sheets in 54 games is nothing to sniff at. In terms of other centre-backs, obviously we've got Leo Duarte, who's not played many. He was on loan for most of the season, but I'm happy for him to go out on a transfer. Luis Felipe is a great player. I'm happy for him to stay and keep playing. He's a good player. Thiago Silva is retiring, so we're not going to have him. Romagnoli is a phenomenal player. Mancini is a phenomenal player. Our back line is solid. Mancini, Romagnoli and Luis Felipe are fantastic. In terms of players playing the centre defensive midfield role, obviously Sandro Tonali was our main one. What a player he is. Stunning player, 7.7 rating. And from a centre defensive midfield role to have 18 assists is absolutely incredible. But nothing but praise for him. Lucas Biglia, on the other hand, I've got everything but praise for him at the moment. He can go out on loan. On transfer, sorry, I don't really want him anymore. The other player who played in the centre defensive midfield position, as well as pretty much everywhere else across the field, was Roman Zobnin. And he is a great player. Without him, we wouldn't have won the Champions League, we wouldn't have won the Serie A. He was very much a utility man, but when Tonali wasn't around, he filled in fantastically. And you can see, even as a second string player, he played 40 games. Very, very, very important player. On the left-hand side, Diego Lexalt didn't have a very good season this season compared to previously. He kicked on in previous seasons, but this season he just didn't really have it. So I'd be willing to let him go, honestly. He's a good utility player. If he can be happy with playing a rotation, I might keep him. He's not going to be transfer listed. If the right offer comes in, I might let him go. Also on the left, Mark Cucurella, phenomenal player, and I love him so much. His stats don't show how good he is, how much of an effect he has, because in defence, I've said this before, he is our most important defensive player. More important than Romagnoli, than Silva, than Mancini, than Thiago, than Luis Felipe, sorry. He's the best among them. He does more defending on the left, in the centre. He does more pressing. He is such a good player, and he's integral to our success. Juan Bernat. He's a very good player, and he's done, in terms of goal and assists, more than Cucurella has. And you'd be surprised, because he is a defensive player, but he does less to defend than Cucurella, and a bit more to attack, perhaps. He's another player that can play in multiple positions. We've played him on the left-back position. He could probably just about get away with playing, maybe not in the centre-back, but he's definitely played in the centre midfield positions, especially the left centre midfield, where he's shot in one game and pretty much won us a game. So he's not, at the top of the squad, but he's definitely a player I'm happy to keep around. In terms of the right-hand side, we've mostly been playing Ante Rebic and Memphis Depay there. Leo's played a few games there. Memphis has played very well this season. Not astoundingly well, but he has been a key player for us. At times he's been off the pace and not as well, but his league form, if you look at that, 10 goals and 6 assists is pretty good. Ante Rebic, another player aged 28, playing on that right-hand side. We're going to need somebody else on the right-hand side. Rebic is a very, very good player, and I'm happy to keep him around. But he played okay. If you look at his stats, they're probably a little bit better than Memphis's, really. But he's sort of limited in what he can do. Centre midfielders. Ismail Benacer we brought back from Rome, and that's why he's got stats like that probably show him playing a bit better than he actually has. Remember at Roma he was very, very good for them. He came back when we needed him, and he didn't do too much for us, but he was pretty decent. I'd be willing to give him a bigger run out in the team next season. He's still got time to grow. Nathan Hernandez, who is also playing probably a similar role to what Benacer would play in the Kessier role as a backup, was alright this season, but he didn't particularly pull any trees up. He was a good rotation player, but that's about it. Frank Kessier, phenomenal player. His goals and assists don't do him justice, but he's mostly a defensive player. 7.5 rating, I'd give him an 8. Phenomenal player. He turns up night after night, day after day. Very, very good. But Golovin has been the main one this season, and he has absolutely blown my socks off. Those goals and assists as a midfielder, as a left centre midfielder, not even an attacking midfielder, are absolutely phenomenal. He's one of the highest goal scorers in the league. One of the highest assisters in the league. Great player. And he can defend as well. He's got everything. He's got the speed. He's got the presence. He's worked so hard for us. What a player. Paqueta was on loan most of the season, so didn't really get a sniff in. And then he brought back towards the end of the season. Zaniolo, didn't have probably his best season, but he did shine at times. He's definitely a player that's coming on and will be a great player. He's not quite there yet. He's only 22. I think by the time he's 25, we'll definitely know where he fits into this team perfectly. Striker is an interesting position. We've got too many players here, and the weakest one is Andre Silva. He can do it when he turns up sometimes. In the Serie A, apparently he's played 7 times and scored 4 goals, but I'm pretty sure one of those was a hat-trick against a weak team. I don't think we need him. Zlatan doesn't say he's retiring, but it's the right time for him to retire. To come clean about Zlatan, he was going to retire at the end of last season, but I had a talk with him and said, this season we're going to win the Champions League and you need to be there for it. I will not let you bow out without a Champions League to your name. So this season he is going to retire. He doesn't say he is, but I edited it so last season he wasn't going to retire when he said he was going to. So this season I'm going to make it so he is going to retire. So we're going to lose Zlatan, unfortunately. And I'd like to take a moment to say what a phenomenal player he's been. Even this season, even slowing down. In all competitions, in competitive games, 16 goals and 4 assists in 29 games is a very, very good return. I thought he was going to struggle this season, but his Champions League form was phenomenal. In Serie A, he did a job for us when he needed to. In the Coppa Italia, he did very well as well. 3 goals in 4 games there. It's going to be sad to see him go, but we do have a very, very good replacement. Luka Jovic came back to win us the Champions League. What a man. 8.0 is selling that man short. He deserves a 10. Hudson Edward is still an interesting one to me though. I don't know what he is to this team. I don't think he's going to grow as much as I expected him to previously, and we've got a better player than him obviously in Luka Jovic. Leo is another player. I don't know if he deserves his place or not. I really don't know. Is he going to grow anymore? Perhaps not. He's grown 2 this season, but he's 23, getting past the rapid growth stage of his career. Maybe he'd sort of bottom out here. If I had to choose one of them, I would keep Edward at this point. Let's give some awards out. Keeper of the season, there's absolutely no question about it. Gianluigi Donnarumma is the goalkeeper of the season. The defensive player of the season, which is pretty much you're choosing out the centre backs. Not a controversial choice at all. Thiago Silva wasn't good enough to get it, even though he was achieving sort of a big aim of his and a big goal for his career. It's going to have to be Romagnoli instead. Mancini nearly got it. He was close. He played very, very well this season, but Romagnoli just felt solid the whole time, while Mancini made 1 or 2 mistakes more. Midfielder of the season. This one is tight, I have to say. Tonali played very well. Cucurella played very well. And Golovin played very well. Kessié played well. Memphis Depay played alright on the right hand side, but there's only one winner for me this season. That's Alexander Golovin, midfielder of the season. The striker of the season, despite the fact that he was out for most of it, that goal return is absolutely phenomenal, and to win the Champions League on his return, with basically only half of his legs still attached, Luka Jovic, striker of the season. For player of the season, it's got to be between him and Golovin, and because he played the whole season and contributed in goals as well as assists, it's got to be Alexander. Player of the season for AC Milan, the Russian signing, Golovin. We were nowhere to be seen in the top scorers list because of Jovic's injury. He probably would have topped that out, but in the end it didn't happen. Assists, Tonali got joint top, and because of him having less matches, I think he would technically take that despite he's been ranked second there. So to me, Tonali has the assists there. Best assister in the league. Donnarumma has the clean sheets. In the Coppa Italia, Ibra was up there, but not nearly the winner. Nanda was close in the Coppa Italia assists, and Donnarumma got the clean sheets award. The Champions League, Ibra got 6 goals, but that was nowhere near Sterling's 13. In the assists, Milan were nowhere to be seen. In terms of clean sheets, Milan also not merely up there. 4 clean sheets for the winning team is a bit of a strange one after all those games, but there you go. And as we end this episode and this season, let's take one more look at that trophy. And from me and Milan's 8th Champions League trophy in a 4-2 victory over Liverpool, this has been Treble with AC Milan beating the best, episode 15. Thank you for watching, and ta-ra.